This is the key for a station plot, which is used to represent the weather at a given location on a map, so you can compare it with weather at other locations on the same map. The main things represented here, you have the temperature in red at the top left, the dew point in green at the bottom left, the location, which in this case is Denver. Every location in the world has an ICAO, which is 4 letters. All of them in the continental United States begin with the letter K, so they just drop that off. In this case, then it would be KDEN, but now it's just DEN. The top right has the pressure. This is, it says up here that it's in inches of mercury, but they actually write it on the map in millibars. And what they do is they drop the leading 10 or the leading 9, which is a little confusing. If these two numbers are between 0 and 50, that means they dropped the leading 10. And if they're between 51 and 99, that means they dropped the leading 9. And that's just to save space. Typically pressures in millibars are between 950 and 1050 millibars. So you can just make that assumption most of the time. Some hurricanes get a little bit less than 950 and some very intense other storms, but by and large that rule holds true. So this can tell you what the pressure is. We won't really talk about this in this course, but you've got the visibility and then also the present weather located here. This R means thunderstorm, but you can see rain, snow, fog, and other types of weather that are represented there. The center of the plot is the cloud cover. In this case, it's showing that it's 3/4 cloudy, and that red means the cloud base is below 500 feet. Again, the color coding doesn't matter a whole lot for this course or the cloud cover, but that's what that's for. What does matter in this course is the winds, as you can see represented by this kind of flagpole looking shape. The pole represents the direction that it's going, so in this case it's going from south to north, and then the number of flags represents how strong the wind is. This is a long flag, which represents 10 knots, or a little bit more than 10 miles per hour. So if you had a couple of those, then you would just add them up to get the wind speed. You can also have a shorter barb, which isn't located on this, or a shorter flag. That is worth 5 knots. So if there were a short flag here, this would be 15 knots instead of 10.